Okay, Panzer J back with Italy turn number 2, which overall this is 2.6 in Operation Live and Let Die. Not going to be too long of a video. Italy doesn't have a whole lot going on. Just want to give a shout out to my opponents. First, from Fighting Irish, this British marker here represents this British, Australian, and FEC fleet, and that's some massive naval firepower there. So I'm looking ominously over at that concentration of naval power in the Indian Ocean. Global War 36 enthusiast. I like how he's moving his Russian units around. He's got a nice stack of motorized infantry there in Arel Kursk. And unfortunately for him, in China here on his warlord influence roll, he had a chance 8 out of 12 and rolled a 9. So he had a really good chance to influence this warlord that would have added 3 infantry and a cavalry. So it was just bad luck on his part that he did not get that roll. But overall, both my opponents have been giving me plenty to think about, and even changing my mindset a little bit to what I had before the game started. So first we'll start out with Italy and do their tech roll. They have the single major factory in northern Italy. So we get just one tech roll for the Italians. And we're going to go ahead and try for wartime economy. So we need a roll of 7 or higher for wartime economy, and we get a 6. So no breakthrough for the Italians. And if we look ahead over here at our tech chart for the Axis, if you have a rooting interest for the Germans, then it's looking pretty good. They've broken through with 5 tech so far. One of them, advanced mechs, already at stage 2, but no other Axis power has anything on the board at all. So both Japan and Italy have completely whiffed on their tech rolls. So then we're going to go ahead and move on to the purchasing portion of Italy's turn. And they have $10 to spend. And I kind of hesitate to do this, but I see a little bit of an opening. So I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and just hope it works out. So I'm going to spend all of Italy's $10 and buy another fighter that I'm going to lend lease to Nationalist Spain. So again, this is the first time playing this game that for 2 turns I spent every IPP as the Italians on Spain. But again, I kind of see a little bit of an opening, and I want to just make sure I can kind of close the deal in Spain, so to speak. So normally I want to get a second factory up and running, a major factory in Italy. But hopefully this might be the last turn Italy has to contribute to Spain, or at the very least, a unit that expensive. So that was our loan purchase. And then again, there is no combat for the Italians, so we're just going to move some units around. So this fighter in Eritrea, not exactly sure how to pronounce it, that's going to fly down 1 space to Abyssinia. So, because now that I have owned that territory since last turn, that plane can now base itself out of that territory. So we've got a fighter, an infantry, and a cavalry in Abyssinia. And then we are going to take both our tactical and our fighter in Cyrenaica, and they're going to fly 1, 2, 3, and both of them are going to land on Sardinia, where there is an airfield. So they are both in Sardinia. Everything else is going to stay where it's at. No movement of the Italian Navy or any of the ground units in Italy itself. So then place units. So we've got our fighter that we lend-lease to Spain. So that's going to come from northern Italy, make its way down, and be dropped off at this major naval facility in Andalusia. Okay. So that is now the fourth fighter that is in under the control of Franco's forces in Spain. And that's it for unit placement. And then they are still at $10, no bonuses or anything like that. So Italy will collect their $10, and that will finish off the Italians' turn 2. I will now turn things over to Fighting Irish, who will conclude turn 2 in its entirety with the United States and the KMT. Hopefully we can get into turn 3 before the day's over, and I can get Germany up and running and let you guys take a look at that. Take care.